Meet Sarah, a teacher who drives a modest car, packs her lunch every day, and wears the same pair of sneakers she bought 5 years ago. What might surprise you is that Sarah has saved over $200,000 while earning an average salary. She's not a lottery winner or a secret heir to a fortune. She's just mastered the art of saving through smart habits. Frugal people like Sarah often seem like magicians. How do they manage to save so much without sacrificing their happiness? The answer lies in their everyday decisions, many of which go unnoticed by others. Being frugal isn't about being cheap or missing out on life. It's about making thoughtful choices that align with your goals. In this video, we'll dive deep into the unique habits of savers who excel at frugal living. Their strategies might just inspire you to rethink how you save money. Number 1. Mindset. Thinking like an optimizer, not a minimalist. People who are great at saving money don't necessarily live without nice things. They just think differently about how they spend. For them, it's not about having less. It's about getting the most value for every dollar. They focus on optimization, not sacrifice. Take Alex, for example. When Alex buys something, he asks himself, how much time did I work to pay for this? If a $50 dinner equals 5 hours of work, he considers if the experience is worth it. This mindset helps him avoid spending on things that don't truly matter. Science backs this up. Studies show that people who think of money as time are better at saving.
Why?
Because they clearly see the trade-offs and make decisions more carefully. Another way frugal people optimize is by thinking long-term. Instead of buying the cheapest item, they invest in high-quality products that last longer. For example, they might spend more on a durable jacket instead of buying a cheaper one that needs replacing next year. Saving isn't about living without. It's about living smarter. Focusing on value, not price, helps they find balance and build financial security without feeling deprived. Number 2. They embrace the concept of invisible wins. Frugal people are experts at invisible wins, small actions that save money without anyone noticing. These little victories may not seem like much, but over time, they add up to big savings. Take Maria, for example. She shops online, but never checks out without first using a cashback app or finding a discount code. She saves a few dollars here and there, but by the end of the year, her small savings have turned into hundreds of extra dollars. To her, this isn't just a habit, it's a game she loves to play and win. Another way frugal savers rack up invisible wins is by automating their savings. They use apps like Acorns or set up automatic transfers to move small amounts of money into savings accounts without even thinking about it. This way, they save without feeling the pinch. These habits are powerful because they're easy to maintain and don't feel like sacrifices. Psychologists call this effortless discipline. By focusing on small wins they barely notice, frugal savers stay consistent without burning out. The best part? These invisible wins give them a sense of control and confidence in their financial journey, proof that even the smallest steps can make a big difference. Number 3. They don't just budget. They batch their spending. Frugal people don't just stick to a budget, they take it a step further by batching their spending. Instead of making small purchases whenever they need something, they group their expenses into planned shopping sessions. This saves them both money and time. Imagine Lisa, a young professional who has a strict rule. She only shops for groceries once every 2 weeks. By planning her meals in advance and buying everything she needs at once, she avoids frequent trips to the store, where unplanned purchases often happen. She also stocks up on sale items, like buying rice or pasta in bulk when prices drop. Over a year, this habit saves her hundreds of dollars. Frugal savers also apply this method to other expenses. For instance, they buy clothes only during end-of-season sales, when discounts are highest. They plan home improvement projects in bulk instead of one small repair at a time, saving on tools or delivery fees. Psychologists say batching reduces decision fatigue, the mental exhaustion that leads to impulse spending. By making fewer decisions about when and how to spend, frugal people are less likely to give in to temptations. This habit works because it's both practical and strategic. Batching helps them get the best deals, minimize unnecessary purchases, and feel more in control of their spending. It's a simple yet powerful way to maximize every dollar without constantly thinking about money. Number 4. Leveraging social influence. The art of saying no politely. Frugal people know how to say no without hurting feelings or relationships. They've mastered the skill of declining expensive plans while still staying social and likable. This helps them stick to their financial goals without giving in to peer pressure. Take Ben, for example. When friends invite him to an expensive dinner, he doesn't just refuse. Instead, he suggests meeting at a cozy cafe or hosting a potluck at home. By offering alternatives, he shows he values their company, not just the activity. Another strategy frugal people use is humor. If someone pressures them to splurge, they might say with a smile, "I'm saving for my future empire." This lighthearted response makes their decision clear without sounding judgmental. Psychologists say peer pressure is a major reason people overspend. Many don't want to look cheap or feel left out, but frugal people focus on their long-term goals, like paying off debt or saving for a home. They understand that true friends will respect their choices. The key is confidence and kindness. By explaining their reasons or suggesting alternatives, frugal savers maintain their relationships while staying true to their financial priorities. It's all about balance. Number 5. Unusual skills that double as savings hacks. Frugal people don't just save money, they learn skills that make saving a natural part of their lives. These skills not only cut costs but also give them a sense of independence and accomplishment. What's surprising is how simple and fun these hacks can be. Take Mia, for example. She taught herself basic sewing by watching free YouTube tutorials. Instead of throwing out clothes with small rips or broken zippers, she fixes them at home. Over a year, this saves her hundreds of dollars and keeps her wardrobe looking new. Frugal savers are also great at cooking. Instead of ordering takeout or buying expensive ready-made meals, they learn to make restaurant-style dishes at home. Josh, a frugal foodie, mastered the art of making homemade pizza for under $5, a fraction of what delivery would cost. Another common skill is DIY home maintenance. Basic plumbing fixes, painting walls, or assembling furniture are things many frugal people learn to do themselves. Studies show the average household spends over $1,000 annually on services that could easily be handled with a little practice. The beauty of these skills is that they're easy to learn and save money immediately. Plus, they add an extra layer of satisfaction, knowing you fixed something or made something yourself. Frugal people don't just save money. They use these skills to gain confidence and enjoy life on their own terms. Why pay more when you can do it yourself? Number 6. They think in terms of money multipliers. Frugal people don't just save money, they think about how their savings can grow. They understand the concept of money multipliers, which means every dollar saved today has the potential to grow into much more in the future. Take Jake, for example. He could spend $5 on coffee every day, but instead, he makes his coffee at home for 50 cents. That $4.50 he saves daily doesn't just sit in his wallet. It goes into an investment account. Over a year, that's $1,642 saved. If he invests this amount and earns an average return of 8% per year, in 10 years, it could grow to over $2,400. This mindset is powerful. Frugal people see every dollar as an opportunity to create more wealth. Instead of thinking, "I can afford this," they ask, "What could this money become if I saved or invested it?" They also avoid spending on things that don't provide lasting value. Instead of buying the latest gadget, they invest in things like education, tools for side hustles, or long-term financial products like index funds. These decisions pay off many times over. This habit isn't about being stingy, it's about seeing the bigger picture. Frugal people know that saving isn't just about what they keep, it's about what they can grow. By thinking like investors, they turn small savings into big financial wins over time. Number 7. Emotional awareness. They understand their spending triggers. Frugal people know that emotions often drive spending. Instead of ignoring this, they take the time to understand their triggers and create strategies to avoid emotional spending. Take Laura, for example. She used to buy new clothes whenever she felt stressed after work. Over time, she realized this wasn't making her happier, it was just draining her bank account. To break the cycle, she replaced shopping with a free stress relief activity, taking long walks in the park. Not only did she stop overspending, but she also felt better. Psychologists say emotional spending often comes from boredom, stress, or the need to feel in control. Frugal people tackle these feelings head-on. They might use tools like journaling to track their emotions or delay purchases by waiting 48 hours before buying non-essentials. By staying aware of their feelings, they can choose healthier ways to cope. This habit saves money and builds better emotional habits over time. Number 8. Hyperlocal living. Using community resources to save big. Frugal people know the power of their local community. Instead of spending money on new items or services, they turn to community resources to save big. For example, Anna needed a ladder for a weekend project. Instead of buying one, she borrowed it from her local tool library, a community service that lets neighbors share equipment. Many frugal savers also join buy nothing groups, where people give away things they no longer need for free, from furniture to baby clothes. Food costs? They save by growing vegetables in community gardens or joining local produce co-ops. Events? They find free activities like library workshops, outdoor movie nights, or local festivals instead of paying for expensive entertainment. These resources not only reduce costs but also build connections with others who value sharing. Hyperlocal living is about tapping into the hidden gold mine of your community, saving money while creating meaningful relationships. The beauty of frugal living lies in its long-term rewards. It's not just about money. It's about living with purpose and enjoying the peace that comes with financial stability. Start and you, too, can experience the hidden joys of a frugal, fulfilling life. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.